Today I'm just feeling a little bit burnt out. Like I didn't want to go to work today, and it's just because we've had such a busy year this year. It just starts to feel less like a passion, you know, like you just are kind of dreading going to work and dreading having the stress of DJing another wedding. With that being said, we're off to another job. Today's about an hour away. It should actually be a really fun party. The loading's gonna suck, so I'm heading down there about 2.5 hours early. Last time I was there, I didn't know that the loading was gonna be so bad. I was literally finishing setting up while people were walking in. I had to rush off and go get changed real quick. And my setup usually takes about a half hour. This is a super old venue, and they have one elevator, and the elevator is so slow. I'm hoping that today won't be that way because it's a Friday wedding and there should be less vendors trying to use it at the same time. Either way, I want to be down there early so that I'm not rushing. I hate rushing and feeling stressed. Well, we made it. It's a big building. If I remember correctly, that's the entrance down there in front of the Suburban. And from there, I have quite a bit of distance to go. Just my luck, it's starting to rain too. Anyways, that's my load in, so I gotta bring all this stuff in and then put it outside of the elevator, and then she's gonna take me up from there. So this is gonna be a good time. Rain couldn't hold off just a couple more minutes. Figures. So here's our venue tonight. I love this the whole layout's really sweet. So where I'm standing right now will be the dance floor, and then up here behind the head table is where I'll be set up. But really cool place. I'm digging it. I'm all set up. It's kind of where we have it. Curtains closed, speakers off to the side, and I get to work with my favorite photographer today.
Hey!
All right, I'm gonna go grab my clothes and then I'll be right back up. I always tend to feel super burnt out around this time of year. After a while, anything can start to feel like a job, even the things that you're most passionate about. This year alone, I've probably done somewhere around 40 weddings on top of the several other gigs that I've been doing. We used to have an off season where we could recharge, but that just really isn't the case anymore. Now we kind of jump right into a season where our production company starts to take off, and that fills in where we would normally have an off season. What you saw at the beginning of this gig log is how I was feeling after like 4 tough parties in a row, and I was really honestly feeling like I was ready to quit. I started DJing in 1999 when I was just 11 years old. I remember walking into my first 6th grade dance and seeing the DJ's lights going around the gym, smoke machine blasting, music cranked. I knew within like 3 steps of walking in that gym that was exactly what I wanted to do for a living. It combined everything I love. That DJ that I saw there that night just happens to be my business partner now, and you've seen him in several other videos. I went home after that dance inspired and started talking to my mom about how cool it was. From there, it kind of sprouted the idea to start cutting my neighbors' lawns, to buy equipment. I bought a Radio Shack mixing board from my local pawn shop. My mom got me a mirror ball for Christmas. I used 2 Walkmans as CD players, a home stereo as an amp, some speakers I picked up from a garage sale, and my parents parents were my roadies, my promoters, and they would loan me the money to pick up the equipment I needed, and I'd pay them back one lawn at a time. My dad surprised me with trussing he built out of old TV antennas, and I didn't even have the lights to put on it yet. I joined student council to talk them into letting me DJ the school dance, and to my surprise, it actually worked. I was on my way, and by 12 years old, I was doing my first weddings, and I was terrible. Who hires a 12-year-old to DJ your wedding? I have no idea, but they did, and that got me more obsessed. I remember getting so nervous before gigs, my stomach would be in knots, and I would literally have diarrhea for like 3 days straight. I know that's too much information, but that's how nervous I got, but I kept going. The passion was what made me want to continue on, and what made all of the hard work worth it. These are the times I look back on and try to remember why I do this to begin with. The highs make the lows worth it, the good parties make the bad ones tolerable. This gig in the video was exactly what I needed to reignite my passion. So even though I wanted to quit that day, I can't. That same passion that I felt 22 years ago still exists to this day. It's the same passion that I feel towards YouTube that makes me create videos despite not making a penny off of it. If you have felt the same way I felt towards DJing, leave a comment below and give some advice to some other people that might be going through the same thing. While you're down there, please consider supporting my passion by clicking subscribe and like, and help me reach my goal of 3,000 subscribers by 2022. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.